Hello, my lovely people, and welcome to my channel once again. There is your life coach, Dr. Bongrit, and today I'm here to educate you on how to locate a good place for your business. All right, so without wasting much time, let's go straight to the point. Point number one, you need to check accessibility and then convenience to see whether it's a place whereby people can move in and then out at any point in time without any form of impediment like traffic and other things. And also, you need to check the transportational network, whether it is very good or bad. Are you getting it? That is the first thing that you need to consider. Point number two, you need to know the price of rent. Yeah, there are two things for you to consider over here. Whether there is going to be a high rent rate or better still, a low rent rate. If there is a high rent rate, ask yourself, with this particular location that I am going for, will I be able to make enough profit to the extent that even if I deduct the rent rate from my income, I will still make profit? If that is so and you think you can still make profit at the end of you deducting what? Your rent rate, then it means you are good to go. Are you getting it? There are also locations where the price of rent may be low, but at the end of the day, if you even still deduct your rent rate from your income, you wouldn't make any profit. Then it means that that place will not what? Help you. It will be better for you to what? Change and then opt for the high rent rate. Are you getting it? Number three, you need to examine the location. Here, ask yourself, the products that you want to bring on board. I don't know the kind of product that you want to bring on board, but let me take this as an example. Maybe if you want to come in with, let's say, a car dealer shop, then it means that establish a car dealer shop in the rural area because you are going to get a low patronage. Are you getting it? But if you establish your car dealer shop at the urban center, then it means that you are going to what? Get a higher what? Patronage. Point number four, you need to know the kind of people you want to sell your product to. Here, you need to ask yourself, the product I'm bringing on board, do I want to sell it to children? Do I want to sell it to adults, or do I want to sell it to the aged? Are you getting it? These are something that you need to take into consideration because let's assume maybe what I wanted to do was, let's say, a food joint. Then it means that everybody can patronize my product since it's food. Kids can patronize, adults can patronize, and also the aged can also what? Patronize. But maybe if there is a car dealer shop, then what you need to know is that definitely it's going to be good for what? Adults and then the aged. Because I don't think any child can just wake up one day and then go to a car dealer shop and say, I'm coming to buy a car. Are you getting it? It doesn't happen. Maybe it will be, let's say, like 1 out of 100. Are you getting it? So you need to consider the kind of people that you want to sell your product to. Number five, you need to also check the type of space. So in considering the type of space, you need to check whether you want a bigger space or a smaller space. Or better still, you need to also think about it, whether this particular business that I'm about to establish, will it need an expansion or not? If it will need an expansion, then it will be very good or advisable for you to go in for a bigger space, trade out. Don't consider a smaller space. Why am I saying this? Most entrepreneurs think that, oh, at the beginning of the business, maybe I may not have enough capital, and for that matter, I'm moving in or going for what? A smaller space. So when I get money, then I go rent for what? A bigger space. If you do this, you are deceiving yourself. Why am I saying this? With the bigger space you say you are going to look for in the future, ask yourself, will you be able to get a good location as the one that you've gotten now or not? The second thing that you need to consider also is that, will my customers be able to access that particular place or not? So if you are moving in and then you are considering the type of space that you want, if it's a bigger space that you want, make sure you go in for the bigger space. If it's a smaller one, make sure you go in for the smaller one. Don't go for a smaller one and say that in the future perspective you are going to what? Think of maybe moving from that location to a different place. If that happens, you are going to lose a lot. Number six, you need to check whether there is going to be a higher demand from customers. Will customers patronize your product? Will they demand for more? Because the more customers demand for your product, then it means that your sales will go high. And when your sales go high, it means that your profit has become what? Big. Are you getting it? Number seven, you need to check the competition. In the competition over here, you need to check whether there is a competitive market of the product that you are going to sell over there, or you are only going to be the sole owner of that particular what? Product, meaning that you become what? A monopoly. In the sense that it is only you who is selling that particular what? Product over there at the expense of others selling a different thing. Please, are you getting it? Sometimes, if you are the sole owner of a particular commodity at that particular location, then sometimes it's quite better. Are you getting it? But if it happens that there are a lot of people selling the same product as you are selling, then here there is something that you need to do that we call Nigeria. When you say Nigeria, that is Nigerian market. What I mean is that with the Nigerians, what they normally do is that they know how to do market very well in the sense that they try as much as possible to buy from the wholesale to buy a lot of commodity from the wholesale so that they may enjoy economy of scale. And when they come to, they try to reduce their cost with a little percentage so that people can come to them at any point in time to patronize their product. In market, they don't reduce their prices. So their prices are always fixed. Let's say a tin of milk go for 5 cedis. The 5 cedis will go through all the Ghanaian markets. Everybody is going to sell the tin of milk for 5 cedis. But with the Nigerians, if there is a Nigerian man among them, that person is going to reduce a little percentage by selling its milk for, let's say, 4 cedis, 50 pesos. And at the end of the day, his product is going to finish on time and then go in and then bring in new ones. Are you getting it? Point number 8, you need to also check the proximity to the source of goods. Here, what you are going to consider is that the goods that you are selling, ask yourself, where can I get that product from? Or where do I get the product from? The place I normally get the product from, is it close to the market or not? Or is it close to my workplace or not? Because you can't be in a market whereby people will come into the market and then ask for a particular commodity and then it has run out of stock. And now maybe you are going to bring some. By the time that maybe you come back, then it means that the person has gone to a different place to purchase the product and then gone. Are you getting it? So you need to always check the proximity near to the source of goods so that the more closer you are to the source of goods, the more you can go there and then come at any point in time so that goods may not run out of what? Out of your shop. If you are one person whereby always goods normally run out of stock at your shop, then it means that you are going to lose a lot of what? Customers. Because when customers come and then it happens this way, they are going to think that as for you, even once I'm coming there, definitely the person do not have this particular what thing that I'll be looking for. And for that matter, there will not be any need for me to what? To go there, but rather attend to a different shop. That is what they do. Number 9, you need to also check the history and the security of the place. Here, what are we trying to say? You see, in terms of history, you need to make sure that maybe at that particular place, the security is very tight to the extent that there hasn't been any form of, let's say, armed robbery or let's say a disaster or better still, death records over there. Why am I saying this? Let's assume what happened in Ghana, like that was the June 3rd, where a lot of people lost their lives and then their family members due to the natural disaster caused by the moving water and then the fire. Are you getting it? So a lot of people lost their family. And because of that, if you are to establish a business at this particular location, people will not come because people have a mentality that, oh, this particular thing has happened here before. So I won't go there and then purchase a product because if I go and then maybe I am coming, definitely that same disaster can happen to that fellow. Or better still, people who have also lost their family members over there may also feel very sad whenever coming to that location, or or whenever they are present at that location. So this may prevent or hinder them from what? From coming to that particular location. So you need to always check the history and then the security of the place. The security of the place is very bad, then there's no need for you to what? Establish a business there. Point number 10, human traffic. Here, you need to ask yourself whether the place that you want to establish this particular business, it generates a lot of what? Human traffic or not. So nobody wants to establish a business at a location where people do not pass by. Definitely, we all want places that generate a lot of what? Human traffic, so that people may see whatever thing that we are bringing on board and then patronize it.